Whenever I'm working with somebody when it comes to barbell squatting, there's essentially two things that I want to understand to better help them be able to get into the right positions for them personally. Number one, ankle mobility. If you're somebody who can't drop down into a squat and get to where your thighs are parallel with the floor without your heels coming off of the ground, that is more of an ankle mobility issue than an actual squatting issue. So right out of the gate, take the test to drop down into a squatting position. And once you get to where those thighs are parallel, if your heels are still planted into the ground, you have good enough ankle mobility to be able to squat correctly. If you come down and those heels come off of the ground, then that means you need to spend some time working on ankle mobility before you start actually focusing on a barbell squat. Once you have that taken care of, then we have to look at your body structure in regard to your femur length. Somebody who has longer femurs, when they come down into a squat, their hips are going to be forced to push back further, which is going to have their upper body falling more towards the ground throughout the squat, which is going to be more hip dominant. It's going to target your glutes more. And somebody who has shorter femurs, as they come down into a squat, their knees are going to travel forward more and their torso is going to stay upright more, which is going to create a bigger angle at the knee than the hip and place more tension into the quads. Once you start to understand that for yourself, if you have longer femurs or shorter femurs, then we go into bar placement on your back. So if you're somebody with longer femurs where the squat is going to be more hip dominant, it makes a lot of sense to do more of a low bar squat where you're resting the bar more on the back of your shoulders than up here on your traps. So if we were to try to do high bar squat with long femurs, as we come to this bottom position and we're allowing our chest to fall and our hips to travel backwards, this bar is going to be in front of our center of mass, which to come up is going to put a lot more tension on the spine and the low back. If you'll place the bar down closer to your rear delts, as we come to this bottom position and the chest falls more, this bar is staying more in the center of our mass, which is going to make the movement feel a lot smoother. If you're somebody with shorter femurs, who as you come down, the knees travel forward more and the torso stays more upright, making sure that you're doing a high bar version when you have shorter femurs with more of that upright torso is going to make the squat feel a whole lot smoother. So for that individual that posted that video, you have long femurs, so your chest falling more towards the floor as your hips drive back is totally normal, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just want to make sure that you place the bar lower down on your rear delts to keep that center of the weight within your center of mass to make the movement feel a whole lot better.